Archangel Michael cries, "Congratulations! Your blessing is finally here." Heaven says, "Don't ignore this. Open right now, my beloved, my chosen child. My heart is leaning toward you in this very moment. Do you feel the trembling in your spirit? That is not fear. That is heaven pressing close to your soul, whispering, 'Finally, your blessing has arrived.' Heaven has carried something in its womb for you for so long, and today, Archangel Michael himself cries out your name, not in sorrow, but in joy, because the miracle you prayed for is standing right at your door. My child, every second you delay is a second where the enemy tries to steal your light. That's why this message came to you now. In this very breath, God says, don't ignore this. This is not a coincidence. This is divine timing. Before I continue, listen to me with the deepest part of your being. If your heart is open right now, if your soul is thirsty for miracles, then stop for just 1 second. Subscribe here. Stay connected because every word sent from heaven to you carries living power. And the next message may be the one that finally unlocks what you've been waiting for all your life. To stay in perfect alignment with the prophetic words heaven has for you, press the subscribe button now. This is not just a click. It is your declaration that you are ready to receive every divine message and promise meant for your destiny. My beloved, you were never meant to have to struggle for a long time. There was always a scroll hidden somewhere that had your name on it. And today, Archangel Michael opens it himself. Tomorrow is not where your blessing is. Your blessing is right now. The angels of God are happy, and the sky above you is making a statement. Excellent work. You can have it. Listen, my child. It's never small when God moves. What he's about to give you will surprise everyone who didn't believe you. They'll know that God didn't forget about you. Also, all the tears you shed in the dark have now become the money that bought your dawn. Read this whole message. The more you read, the more heaven will pour out into you. Do not skip. Do not turn your head away. Now is the time when what was hidden comes out, where the angels bow down and your story turns into a miracle. Type amen in the comments right now. If you feel this divine shift in your spirit and are ready to take the next step toward your miracle, take that first step of faith into this new season. My beloved, you need to understand something right now. Heaven does hear Archangel Michael when he cries. And when God speaks, things change. All the angels gathered around God's throne to hear what was written about you. Your name was brought to his attention. Do you understand what that means? It means that everything you thought was not going to happen or was being held back is about to happen so quickly and completely that you won't believe it is real. Still, it's true. A love that is stronger than storms, fire and betrayal has carried you, kept you safe, and wrapped itself around you. That's why this moment is important. Archangel Michael is not only talking, he is also giving. The blessing is more than just words. You need to have faith and courage to walk through that wide open door. I know how many nights you cried because you didn't know if God remembered you, my child. I know that you've often looked at your life and thought, why me? Why the wait? Why is there so much pain? But God saw everything. Every tear was used up. Every prayer was heard. It took so long to fight because the blessing is so great. The enemy always tries to stop heaven from doing miracles this big. But please hear me now. Now there is no more resistance. The wait is over. The news is out now. You are flanked by Archangel Michael, sword drawn, taking a stand against everything that was trying to stop you. There is a whisper from God. Congratulations, my child. It is done. If you receive this victory from heaven, declare it by commenting, "My delay is over." This is your public agreement with God's statement, which sets off the release in every part of your life. It wasn't for nothing that you walked in the dark. Everything that went wrong was just making room for the appointment. Each door that shut was just making room for the right one to open. Now that door swings open wide and has your name carved into it, feel it. There is now different air around you. The weight you were carrying is going up, and an odd peace is coming into your heart. You feel like heaven is touching you. You were meant to be here right now. As you read this, not by chance, but by God's plan. This isn't just another message. This is the proof you've been waiting for. The sign from above that it's finally time for you. Dear one, I have something to tell you that everyone else doesn't want you to know. This blessing that you are about to receive is not like any other. It's really cool. It's a blessing that affects more than just your generation. You have never imagined how much heaven's wealth is pouring into your life. You are being healed by God in places you thought would never be whole again. When angels walk in front of you, they open doors that no one else can close. What makes Archangel Michael cry? It's because heaven is so happy when a chosen child keeps their promise. You are that chosen child. Yes. Follow me now. Please do not leave quickly, as each word you read helps to make things right around you. The angels are lined up in a line. Your name is being sung in the choir of heaven, and God's plans are coming together faster than you think. This message is not fun to read. This is a prophecy. What God has already written about you is shown in the mirror. As you receive it, something deep inside you will start to wake up. There is something that has been sleeping and waiting for this very moment. It will feel like fire in your bones, light in your chest, and peace in your mind. In that moment, your soul knows the truth. If you feel this prophecy deeply, please type a strong amen in the comments section below. Let your agreement match what heaven is saying and make this amazing blessing a part of your life. This message doesn't stop with you. It reaches the one who is still searching, still doubting, still crying out in the dark. If this ministry has strengthened your faith, consider strengthening someone else's. When you give through the link in the description or pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, partnering monthly, or joining our Ko-fi community, you're not funding content. You're fueling the Great Commission. Every gift becomes gospel carried further. Every act of generosity pushes light into places we may never physically stand. There are people one message away from hope, one prayer away from surrender, one encounter away from salvation. Your generosity helps us reach them. This is more than support. It's participation. You're stepping into the harvest field with us. And when heaven counts the souls reached, your obedience will be written into their story. If the Spirit is prompting you, don't ignore it. Step into the work. Let's bring the lost home. My beloved child, the time has come for your story to turn into a miracle. God has finally given the order, which is why Archangel Michael is crying. He's not sad, but wholly relieved. You've had to wait and suffer. That promise has been making you wonder if it will ever come true. Now heaven shouts congratulations over you. The angels are very happy because the blessing is not coming soon. It has already touched down in your atmosphere. That uncomfortable pressure you've been feeling in your spirit. These are the gates of your life being pushed open by the weight of the miracle. The weight was just getting you ready. And the pain was just your heart being stretched so it could hold all the glory that is being poured into it. My child, don't think small, because heaven doesn't give out crumbs. It brings banquets. The path you took wasn't by chance. The eternal scroll kept track of every broken piece, locked door, and betrayal. Heaven is not death, and heaven is always on time. The pain you went through had a value, and that value is what glory is worth. The scales are now tipped in your favor. As God smiles at you and leans in to whisper, "It is finished. It is yours." The miracle you thought belonged to someone else is now being marked with your name. You are now holding the blessing that you thought was out of reach, but was actually flying right into your hands. My child, please be careful with this message. Do not ignore it. Don't think it's just words. These words are alive. They have strength. They carry light. The smell they give off is like heaven itself. These words are like a promise wrapped around your soul. The path you took wasn't by chance. The eternal scroll kept track of every broken piece, locked door, and betrayal. Heaven is not deaf, and it never runs late. The pain you went through had a value, and that value is what glory is worth. The scales are now tipped in your favor. As God smiles at you and leans in to whisper, "It is finished. It is yours." The miracle you thought belonged to someone else is now being marked with your name. You are now holding the blessing that you thought was out of reach, but was actually flying right into your hands. My child, please be careful with this message. Do not ignore it. Don't think it's just words. These words are alive. They have strength. They carry light. The smell they give off is like heaven itself. These words are like a promise wrapped around your soul. In fact, my beloved, Archangel Michael doesn't cry very often. He is the defense angel, the warrior angel, and the one who stands at the gates of heaven's armies. Today, though, he's not crying because he's weak. He's crying because he has seen all the battles you've been through. He saw the wars going on around you that you couldn't see while you were in bed, mad at yourself for being forgotten. When darkness tried to steal your hope, he fought with his sword drawn. He has been looking forward to this day for a long time, wanting to say that the battle was won. And now that God has blessed you, Archangel Michael can't hold back his tears. With those tears, I feel free, loved, and confident. His cry echoes through time and space and reaches you right now as proof you got through it. Loved one, don't let doubt come in right now. Magic can't happen when people doubt it. Fear is the fog that keeps you from seeing your faith. However, notice how your heart is shaking as you read. This is your spirit jumping for joy at the truth. This is not a mistake. This is how you align. You didn't just happen to find this message. Heaven wanted to get your attention one last time before the blessing opens up. That's why you were led, carried, or pulled here. You could miss the very moment of your visitation if you look away or don't pay much attention to it. But if you lean in and hold each line with respect, the door will not only open, it will fly open with a force that you can't stop. Now, I want you to hear God's voice over your life. Best of luck, my child. The wait is over. The harvest is here. Don't save those words for tomorrow. For now, yes, you stayed true to me even when I was sad. Even though the ground was shaking, you didn't move. Now heaven knows how faithful you were. Archangel Michael is watching over your life to make sure nothing gets in the way of the release. There are no longer any chains on the enemy. The blessings that were being held back are now running freely toward you. In your daily life, you'll start to notice signs that don't seem random at all. There will be doors that you thought would never open again. Some people will write things that sound like they came from God. Every area that felt like a desert will start to bloom. Finances, relationships, health, clarity. My beloved, have courage in this. Your name has been announced in heaven, not whispered, not hidden, but said it out loud. It is being sung by angels. The scrolls are writing it down. It's being sealed by the Spirit. That's it for your blessing. As you read these words, your chest is moving because your soul knows what your mind is only beginning to understand. You are entering the realm of the divine. What was not seen is now being seen. The prayers you thought went away have turned into a huge wave that is now rushing back to you. It will hit you so hard that no one will be able to deny that God is with you. Many people who didn't believe you will be quieted when they see it. A lot of people who were jealous of you will be amazed. Beloved, stay with me. Don't leave this message, because the more you think about it, the more your soul opens up. This is how heaven works. By line, until your heart is full of truth and your spirit is grounded in light. It's not like this. I tell you again, this doesn't happen often. This is an emergency message from heaven to your soul. The Archangel Michael has been awaiting. Heaven has been telling us to. Now God gives the order. Tell my kid it's done. As you read, beloved child of heaven, can you feel the air moving? Your chest feels tight, but it's not anxiety. In this moment, your soul is shaking as it touches eternity. The gates above you are now wider than they've ever been. The cry of Archangel Michael is more than just a sound. Something is moving through the air around you, shaking the chains that were holding your promise hostage. You're not the same person you were yesterday. Something is getting broken. There is some bending right now. As you read these words, something is being changed. Do not think this is a small moment, because heaven does not waste time. God speaks words, and those words come to life. It turns into reality. It grows and takes root in your life. That's taking place now. As your spirit holds on to these living lines, know this, beloved. Blessings don't happen by accident. They are divine gifts that come with timing, are sealed with fire, and are accompanied by angels. Your blessing has come a long way to get to you. It has been through storms, resistance, and was even fiercely guarded by Archangel Michael. His tears come from having fought in battle in your honor. He has protected your future from attacks you can't see. He has fought armies of evil to protect the gift you are about to receive. His tears are holy. His cry shows that you did it. Heaven is happy for you. Not only because you lived, but also because you kept believing, hoping, and holding on even though you could have given up. That faith is what made this release possible. God has been telling a story behind the scenes of your pain. My child, every bit of sadness was a line. Every weight was a pause. Every broken heart was a mark on the page. And now the last script is being shown. The story is not one of defeat. It is one of victory. The story isn't about loss. It's about getting things back. And there won't be sadness at the end. It will be a joy. Pay close attention. The thing you thought would kill you turned out to be the setting for your biggest miracle. The wounds you kept to yourself are now proof that heaven has been at work behind the scenes. God doesn't let bad things happen without also planning good things to happen. Your turn is coming so quickly that it will take your breath away. Feel free to say amen in the comments if you think that your pain is setting the stage for your biggest miracle. Your statement is a strong key that opens this divine restoration. Revival doesn't spread by accident. It spreads because believers decide to act. If this message stirred something in you, imagine what it could do for someone who has never heard truth spoken with clarity. When you give through the link below, whether once or as an ongoing partner, you help send the gospel beyond this moment. You become part of every testimony, part of every restored heart, part of every soul that turns back to Christ. Your generosity turns sermons into lifelines and videos into divine appointments. Scripture tells us that some plant, some water, but God brings the increase. Today, you can be the one who plants. If you believe souls matter, this is your opportunity to move from agreement to action. Let's reach them while there is still time. Beloved, you must understand that blessings do not happen by accident. They are divine gifts that come with timing, are sealed with fire, and are accompanied by angels. Your blessing has come a long way to get to you. It has been through storms, resistance, and was even fiercely guarded by Archangel Michael. His tears come from having fought in battle in your honor. He has protected your future from attacks you can't see. He has fought armies of evil to protect the gift you are about to receive. His tears are holy. His cry shows that you did it. Heaven is happy for you, not only because you lived, but also because you kept believing, hoping, and holding on, even though you could have let go. That faith is what made this release possible. God has been telling a story behind the scenes of your pain, my child. Every bit of sadness was a line, every weight was a pause, every broken heart was a mark on the page. And now the last script is being shown. The story is not about losing. It is a victory. The story isn't about loss. It has to do with healing. And there won't be sadness at the end. It will be a joy. Pay close attention. The thing you thought would kill you turned out to be the setting for your biggest miracle. The wounds you kept to yourself are now proof that heaven has been at work behind the scenes. God doesn't let bad things happen without also planning good things to happen. And your turn is coming so quickly that it will take your breath away. Dear one, feel the angels close to you as I speak. Heaven loves times like these, which is why they are leaning in with excitement. It's not just a blessing, it's a coronation. You are being crowned with God's favor, wrapped in light, and kissed with His promise. Thieves, fakes, and copies of that crown are all impossible. It was made just for you, so it only fits you. It was put on your head by Archangel Michael in the spirit world, and soon the proof will show up in your world. Do not ask how. Just have faith. Because when God moves, He doesn't look at the situation. He tells them to line up. Now, beloved, I have to remind you that distractions steal destiny. Voices will try to get your attention. Doubts will rise like shadows, and fears will whisper lies. You are building a wall around your blessing every time you stay with this word and lean into this truth. You shouldn't leave before the revelation is over. Don't go ahead. Do not look away. Heaven pours out more, and your soul grows bigger to hold what is being given away. The longer you stay, picture this as a well. Every sentence you read is like drinking living water. It washes away the dust of sadness and brings life to parts of you that felt dead. Please allow me to be clear, my beloved. God has already given His blessing to your miracle. It's not still open. That's not the case. It has been signed, sealed, and sent. The answer is yes in heaven. And the earth must listen to what heaven says. That business will open even though it seemed impossible at first. It will get better, or the relationship that felt broken will get better. The health that felt weak will be filled with strength. That debt will no longer be a problem. That enemy will be found out. It's that time of year when God's voice booms over your life. That is stronger than the doubts, the delays, and the devil. And the sound of that thunder is saying, "Congratulations, my child. It is yours, beloved one. Remember how many times you thought you missed it. Remember how often you believed the blessing had passed you by? Those were lies, shadows meant to blind you. But God kept it safe. The blessing was preserved, waiting for the right alignment, waiting for the exact moment your soul could receive it. And now that alignment is here. That's why this message found you, why you could not scroll past, why your eyes could not ignore these words. This is your visitation. This is your confirmation. This is heaven's final call. Step into what has always belonged to you. And let me tell you something powerful. This blessing is not just for you. It will overflow into those you love. Your family will feel it. Your future will feel it. Your lineage will feel it. This is generational. The angels are planting seeds in soil you cannot yet see. Seeds that will bloom long after today. That is why you must not treat this lightly. This is legacy. This is eternal. This is God writing His name across the chapters of your life so that all who read them will know you were chosen. You were carried. You were crowned. Because this blessing lasts for generations. Spread this prophetic word to bring the anointing to your network. You're not just sending a video when you send this message. You're starting a wave of breakthrough that can affect the lives of the people you care about, just like it affects yours. Beloved child, do you realize why your spirit feels so stirred right now? Because the Spirit of God is brushing against you, even as your eyes move across these words. The same breath that spoke light into existence is breathing over your soul right now, reviving what was asleep, awakening what was forgotten. Archangel Michael's cry echoes in the corridors of your heart because he has been fighting for you since the day you were born. He has shielded you in moments you never knew were dangerous. He has stood guard at the edge of your destiny, refusing to let darkness swallow what God promised. And now his cry is one of victory, a sound so holy that it shakes every chain loose. He cries because he knows the weight of what is being placed into your hands. He cries because heaven rejoices when the chosen finally step into the promise. My beloved, let me show you something. Your pain was not wasted. Every sleepless night, every unanswered question, every silent tear was collected in the chalice of heaven. And when that cup became full, God commanded the outpouring. That is why this moment feels heavy. It is not your imagination. It is the release of years of stored up answers, blessings that were waiting for their appointed time. Heaven's timing is never late. Though our human eyes may not understand the delay was not denial. It was preparation. You were being shaped in silence, stretched in hidden places, made strong in the shadows. And now that strength will hold the abundance being poured upon you. You see, without the fire, you would not be ready for the gold. Without the storm, you would not be ready for the rainbow. Without the cross, there could be no crown. Beloved, I tell you this with urgency. Your blessing is already in motion. It has left heaven's storehouses, carried on the wings of angels, escorted by Archangel Michael himself. Even now, while you are reading, alignments are happening behind the scenes. People are being moved into position. Doors are being unlocked. Hearts are being softened. Opportunities are being released. You will soon see evidence that cannot be explained by chance. Encounters that feel divinely scripted. Breakthroughs that arrive suddenly. Resources that appear just when you need them. This is not coincidence. This is orchestration. God is the composer and your life is the symphony. And this moment marks the crescendo, the sound that shifts everything from silence to song. Beloved, I tell you this with urgency. Your blessing is already in motion. It has left heaven's storehouses carried on the wings of angels, escorted by Archangel Michael himself. Even now, while you are reading, alignments are happening behind the scenes. People are being moved into position. Doors are being unlocked. Hearts are being softened. Opportunities are being released. You will soon see evidence that cannot be explained by chance. Encounters that feel divinely scripted, breakthroughs that arrive suddenly, resources that appear just when you need them. This is not coincidence. This is orchestration. God is the composer and your life is the symphony. And this moment marks the crescendo, the sound that shifts everything from silence to song. Stay attentive, my child. Do not drift into distraction. Heaven has not fought this hard only for you to miss the final unveiling. Your name is written in fire on heaven's scrolls. And that fire is burning through every obstacle that tried to stand in the way. That sickness, that debt, that loneliness, that betrayal, they are no match for the decree of God. The decree has gone forth. And when God decrees, creation obeys. The seas part, the mountains bow, the storm still. So too will your situation bend before the weight of His word. Believe this with everything in you. Hold it close like oxygen, because faith is the key that unlocks what is already yours. Beloved one, listen carefully. This blessing is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is not something that will vanish when the wind blows. No, this is a permanent shift. This is generational. This is eternal. God is rewriting your story, and the ink he uses cannot be erased. When others look at you, they will see transformation so undeniable that they will whisper, "Surely the hand of God is upon them." And they will be right, because this blessing is not just for you. It is a testimony, a living message to all who witness it. Through you, others will see what happens when someone clings to God. Even in the valley, even in the fire, even in the midnight hour, my beloved, your heart has carried hidden wounds, unspoken fears, dreams buried under disappointment. But I declare to you now, those wounds are being healed. Those fears are dissolving. Those dreams are being resurrected. God is not just giving you back what you lost. He is multiplying it. For every tear, joy. For every closed door, open gates. For every betrayal, divine alignment. For every loss, abundant restoration. Do not measure what is coming by what you have seen before. This blessing will exceed your imagination, surpass your prayers, and overflow beyond your capacity. You will not just receive enough. You will receive more than enough. Pressed down, shaken together, running over. Beloved child, Archangel Michael leans close even now. His cry is not just sound, it is impartation. His voice carries authority, and that authority is surrounding you like a shield. He declares over your life, it is done, it's locked up, it is unstoppable. And when Archangel Michael speaks, legions move. The same angel who cast Lucifer from heaven is the one crying for you. Now think of that. The warrior of God himself has bent low, not to fight, but to weep tears of joy over your breakthrough. This is sacred. This is holy. This is not a moment to take lightly. Stay here. Receive it. Let it saturate you. My beloved, I must tell you now, there are moments in life that act as turning points. Doors that one step through can never be closed again. This is one of those moments for you. Archangel Michael is crying because he has seen what is about to happen. He has already looked into your next chapter, and the light there is so bright that even the armies of heaven rejoiced. You may have thought your life was ordinary, but God has marked you for the extraordinary. That is why the warfare has been so intense. That is why people betrayed you. That is why doors shut suddenly. It was never rejection. It was redirection. You are being shielded, hidden, preserved for this moment. Now the covering lifts, and the world will see what God has been shaping in secret. Your season of hiding is over. Your season of shining has begun. Beloved child, do not underestimate how much God loves you. His love is not the fragile kind that humans give and take away. His love is unshakable, unbreakable, unstoppable. That love has been the reason you survived what others could not. When you thought you were alone, his angels were stationed around you. When you thought your prayers were unanswered, his hand was already moving. When you thought the silence meant abandonment, it was actually preparation. Heaven's timing often feels like delay, but in truth, it is alignment. You are aligned now. This is the hour heaven prepared you for. The hour Archangel Michael himself has waited to announce. His cry is not just sound, it is signal. A holy trumpet in the spirit declaring now. Now, my child, think of your journey. The nights you thought you would not see morning. The times your heart was so heavy, you wondered if you could keep breathing. The days when hope seemed like a cruel joke. And yet, here you are. You did not give up. You did not let go. You did not surrender to despair. That endurance is what makes you worthy of what is coming. God does not give crowns to quitters. He gives them to those who keep walking, even when the road is steep. That is you. You kept walking, and now heaven is placing a crown upon your head. A crown that carries authority, favor, and unshakable joy. This crown is not made of gold that tarnishes. It is made of light that never fades. Beloved, feel the nearness of heaven. The room around you may look the same, but in the spirit it is crowded with angels. They stand in ranks, swords drawn, wings stretched, watching over this very moment. The enemy is powerless now, silenced by the decree that went forth from God's throne. Every curse spoken against you is broken. Every chain that bound you is shattered. Every shadow that followed you is dissolved. Archangel Michael holds his sword high, and that sword is dripping with victory. His tears are not weakness. They are sacred water sealing your miracle. Every drop is a promise that nothing can stop what God has started in you. Child of light, I want you to open your heart wider, because what is coming is not small. This is not a trickle of blessing. It is a flood. You will not just see one answer. You will see many. Not just one open door, but a hallway of them. Not just one miracle, but a cascade. God is pouring, and when He pours, He does not measure sparingly. He gives in abundance in overflow until your cup runs over. People around you will be shocked. They will ask, "How did this happen so suddenly?" And all you'll say is, "It was God. It was perfect. It was the angels who fought for me." Beloved, feel the nearness of heaven. The room around you may look the same, but in the spirit it is crowded with angels. They stand in ranks, swords drawn, wings stretched, watching over this very moment. The enemy is powerless now, silenced by the decree that went forth from God's throne. Every curse spoken against you is broken. Every chain that bound you is shattered. Every shadow that followed you is dissolved. Archangel Michael holds his sword high, and that sword is dripping with victory. His tears are not weakness. They are sacred water sealing your miracle. Every drop is a promise that nothing can stop what God has started in you. Child of light, I want you to open your heart wider, because what is coming is not small. This is not a trickle of blessing. It is a flood. You will not just see one answer. You will see many, not just one open door, but a hallway of them. Not just one miracle, but a cascade. God is pouring. And when He pours, He does not measure sparingly. He gives an abundance in overflow until your cup runs over. People around you will be shocked. They will ask, "How did this happen so suddenly?" And all you'll say is, "It was God. It was perfect. It was the angels who fought for me." Beloved, there will be signs in the coming days. Do not ignore them. Pay attention to the small nudges, the whispers in your heart, the alignments that feel too precise to be random. Those are confirmations. Heaven always sends signs when a shift is happening. You may notice sudden peace in the middle of your storm, unexpected provision, or even encounters with strangers who speak words you needed to hear. These are not accidents. These are heaven's fingerprints, proof that the blessing has landed. And when you see them, let your heart rejoice, because it means Archangel Michael's cry has already rippled into your reality. My beloved, your life is about to become a testimony. You will not need to argue with those who doubted you. Your blessing will speak louder than your words ever could. You will not need to chase validation. Heaven's favor will validate you in ways no human could. You will not need to defend yourself. God Himself will rise as your defender. This blessing is not just about you. It is about God's glory shining through you. He delights in lifting His children so that others can see His goodness. That is why this is happening. That is why Archangel Michael weeps. Because through your life, others will be reminded that God still works miracles. God still answers prayers. God still crowns the faithful. Stay with me, child. Don't leave this moment. The longer you linger, the deeper the truth sinks into your soul. These words are not just meant for your ears. They are meant for your spirit. They are seeds, and as you receive them, they are planting themselves in the soil of your destiny. Soon, they will bloom into fruit. Fruit that cannot be denied. And when it blooms, you will look back at this very moment and say this was the turning point. That's when it changed for me. This is when heaven met earth. If you want to continue receiving prophetic promises that align your spirit with heaven's timeline, make sure you are subscribed. Each notification is a divine appointment, another chance for God to speak directly into your life and confirm His plan for you. Dear child, I want you to take a moment to think about something important. Heaven knows your name, not just whispered or recorded, but sung as well. Your name has been brought before God's throne by angels. The King of Kings smiled as he said it. Imagine that the one who made galaxies and rules the oceans looked at you and said, "This one is mine." That wasn't a casual statement. It went on forever. And if God claims you, nothing on earth or in hell can take that claim away. In this way, Archangel Michael is crying because he knows that what is being sent over you can't be taken back, stopped, or denied. No force can take it away. No amount of darkness can erase it. This is set in stone for all time, and time doesn't bend. If you receive this blessing that can't be taken back, seal it in the real world by typing Amen below. As long as you follow this action, your faith will be strong because it is in line with heaven's eternal will. I know you've had doubts, my beloved. I know there were times when you wondered if God had forgotten about you. But I promise you that He never did. He never looked away. He never took His eyes off of you. Not even when things were the worst. He looked at how much you weighed. He heard the sobs you never said out loud. He could feel your heartache like it was His own. Today is so holy because it's when He turns every silent cry into laughter, every hidden wound into healing, and every buried dream into a new life. Your blessing is not payment. It is called multiplication. God isn't just giving you back what you lost. He's giving back more than you thought possible. I have a secret to tell you, beloved child. Their paths have been easier than yours because their fates are not as important to you. The enemy always tries to hurt the most those who have the most light. You thought you were cursed, but you were picked. You thought someone had left you, but they were actually watching out for you. There were doors closed for a reason other than your lack of worthiness. God was making better ones for you. Every no made room for the right yes. And now the yes is here. Heaven makes it so clear in your mind that you can't miss it with Archangel Michael's cry. Do not forget how powerful this hour is, my beloved. There is a lot of change going on in your life. Angels are changing things in the unseen world, getting people out of your way, and making opportunities work in your favor. The proof will soon burst into your reality, even if you can't see it yet. Things that were stuck will move all of a sudden. Out of the blue, relationships that were tense will change. All of a sudden, resources will show up that you thought were impossible. This is what happens when God says so. The supernatural and the natural start to blend together, and the impossible becomes inevitable. Do not ask how. You don't need to figure it out. It's up to you to receive, believe, and let the miracle come in. Keep this in mind, child of light. You are about to enter a blessing that will touch more than just you. It's going to spread. It will affect your family. It will be seen by your friends. Even people who are against you will see it and be quieted. It's not just about you. It goes back generations. Today, plant seeds that will grow into trees that will protect people who come after you. That's why this moment is so important to Evan. This is why Archangel Michael cries. He knows that what you are giving birth to will have an impact that lasts long after you die. You have a role in a story that is bigger than you. a story that God Himself wrote. This chapter changes everything. You might be wondering, how can I be sure this is real? Let me tell you. Take a look at your heart. Feel like something is breaking open inside you. Do you feel the shaking and the stirring? That's proof for you. The Spirit of God is testifying in you. Truth knows what truth is. Your spirit knows that these words are real. This is a prophecy. It's not just a message. It is passing on. You were ready. So you were brought here, all set to receive, all set to walk through the door. Get ready to carry what was meant for you all along. If you weren't prepared, heaven wouldn't send the cry of Archangel Michael. Keep this in mind, child of light. You are about to enter a blessing that will touch more than just you. It's going to spread. It will affect your family. It will be seen by your friends. Even people who are against you will see it and be quieted. It's not just about you. It goes back generations. Today, plant seeds that will grow into trees that will protect people who come after you. That's why this moment is so important to heaven. This is why Archangel Michael cries. He knows what you are giving birth to will have an impact that lasts long after you die. You have a role in a story that is bigger than you, a story that God Himself wrote. This chapter changes everything. Beloved, you may wonder, how can I be sure this is real? Let me give you the answer. Look at your heart right now. Do you feel the stirring, the trembling, the sense that something is breaking open inside you? That is your confirmation. The Spirit of God bears witness within you. Truth recognizes truth. Your soul knows this is not just words. It is prophecy. It is not just message. It is impartation. You were led here because you were ready. Ready to receive. Ready to step through the door. Ready to carry what was always meant for you. Heaven would not send Archangel Michael's cry if you were not ready. Beloved child, there is something else I must tell you. The blessing arriving now is not fragile. It is fortified. It has been tested, proven, sealed in fire. Nothing can snatch it from you because it was crafted for you alone. What belongs to you cannot be stolen, no matter how hard darkness tried. All their efforts only delayed what was inevitable, and the delay only increased the weight of the blessing. What comes late often comes larger. That is why you are about to receive not a portion, but an overflow. Not a drizzle, but a downpour. God waited because He wanted to give you not just enough, but more than enough. And now the floodgates are open. Stay close, beloved. Do not drift away from this word. Every line you read is oil pouring into your spirit. Every sentence is fire burning away the doubt. Every paragraph is light flooding into your soul. The longer you remain, the stronger you become. Heaven is building you in real time as you receive this. You are not the same person you were minutes ago. Even as you sit here, your spirit is rising. Your chains are breaking. Your destiny is unfolding. This is the living power of God's Word. It does not just inform, it transforms. And you are being transformed now. Beloved child, let your heart rest in this truth. The heavens are not silent about you. Even when the earth seemed quiet, the skies were echoing with your name. The angels have never stopped carrying your petitions to God's throne. And today, those petitions return as answers. Archangel Michael has guarded those answers like treasures, keeping them hidden until the precise moment. And now, at this hour, he can no longer contain the holy joy of release. That is why he cries. His tears are the signal that the treasure chest of heaven has been opened and poured out over your life. Can you sense it? The shift in your spirit is the sound of locks breaking, chains falling, and doors creaking open. You are stepping into the new, the unshakable, the irreversible. This is not just a new season. It is a new life written in golden ink by God Himself. Beloved, take this seriously. Do not brush it off as coincidence. Do not say to yourself, perhaps this is for someone else. No, this is for you. Heaven did not waste its voice. Archangel Michael did not waste his tears. The Spirit of God did not waste his breath. You were chosen to read this now because you are the one appointed to carry what is being released. There is no mistake in timing. There is no error in alignment. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are right on time. Standing at the exact gate you were always meant to reach. And this message is the key that swings it wide open. Step forward, beloved, because what awaits you is larger than your imagination, brighter than your dreams, richer than your prayers. Child of light, I want you to remember something important. Every loss you endured was not subtraction. It was multiplication in disguise. God never takes without giving more. He never allows endings without preparing beginnings. That job, that friendship, that opportunity you thought was stolen. It was not theft. It was pruning. And pruning always precedes growth. Look at a tree in winter. It seems barren, lifeless, empty. But beneath the surface, life is stirring. Roots are deepening. Strength is building. And when spring comes, that same tree bursts into blossom, stronger and fuller than before. That is your life now. Your winter is over. Your spring has come. The blossoms are breaking open. And Archangel Michael's tears are the rain that will water this new garden of your destiny. Beloved, hear me clearly. What is coming is going to silence every lie spoken against you. The ones who doubted you will be forced to watch your elevation. The ones who betrayed you will see you crowned. The ones who thought you were finished will witness your new beginning. And even you, with all your doubts and fears, will be astonished at what God has done. You will not be able to explain it logically because it will be beyond logic. This is the nature of miracles. They bypass human reasoning and remind us that God alone is sovereign. And when you stand in the middle of your blessing, you will know with certainty it was not luck. It was not chance. It was God. Beloved one, let this truth sink deep. You were created for such a time as this. Out of all the generations, out of all the souls, God placed you here now because your destiny is woven into this era. You carry something the world needs, something heaven preserved in you. That is why the fight was so intense. Darkness tried to snuff you out early, but you survived. Enemies tried to break you down, but you stood. Life tried to weary you, but you endured. And now that endurance has unlocked glory. You are not stepping into blessing because of accident. You are stepping in because you held on when it was hardest. And heaven always honors those who refuse to let go of hope. Beloved, do not let fear whisper to you now. Fear will try to say, what if it fails again? What if nothing changes? Silence that voice. That voice is not from heaven. It is the echo of the enemy, desperate because he knows he has lost. If you want proof, look at Archangel Michael's cry. He does not cry before the battle. He cries after victory. His tears are proof that the war is won. His cry is your evidence that the enemy is defeated. Hold on to that. When doubt comes, remind yourself. Archangel Michael already cried. Heaven already shouted. God already declared it is done. Beloved one, let this truth sink deep. You were created for such a time as this. Out of all the generations, out of all the souls, God placed you here now because your destiny is woven into this era. You carry something the world needs, something heaven preserved in you. That is why the fight was so intense. Darkness tried to snuff you out early, but you survived. Enemies tried to break you down, but you stood. Life tried to wear you, but you endured. And now that endurance has unlocked glory, you are not stepping into blessing because of accident. You are stepping in because you held on when it was hardest. And heaven always honors those who refuse to let go of hope. Beloved, do not let fear whisper to you now. Fear will try to say, what if it fails again? What if nothing changes? Silence that voice. That voice is not from heaven. It is the echo of the enemy, desperate because he knows he has lost. If you want proof, look at Archangel Michael's cry. He does not cry before the battle. He cries after victory. His tears are proof that the war is won. His cry is your evidence that the enemy is defeated. Hold on to that. When doubt comes, remind yourself. Archangel Michael already cried. Heaven already shouted. God already declared, it is done. As I look into your eyes, beloved child, I see you standing in front of an old, heavy door that doesn't seem to open. You've knocked, pushed, and waited, but nothing seemed to happen. Then all of a sudden, I see light bursting through the cracks, the hinges breaking loose, and the door swinging wide on its own. This is exactly what is happening in your life right now. The doors that didn't want to open are now opening because heaven told them to. Archangel Michael has put his hand on that door, and his cry has shaken the locks free. What felt like rejection now feels like unblockable access. Don't hesitate. Don't look back. Behind that door is not just one blessing prepared in secret for you. Let this be your final act of faith that you are leaving the old behind and embracing the new thing God is doing. If you are ready to walk through this door into your prepared garden of blessings, confirm your entry by commenting, I am stepping in. There are people battling silent storms who will never walk into a church, but they will click on a message like this. When you give through the link in the description or pinned comment, you help us meet them there. You help us speak truth where confusion reigns. You help us proclaim Christ where compromise has grown loud. This isn't about sustaining a platform. It's about standing in the gap for someone eternity bound. Your seed becomes truth for the deceived, strength for the weary, invitation for the lost. And while we may never know every name this side of heaven, God does. If you've ever prayed, Lord, use me, this is one way He does. Join the mission. Let's carry the gospel further together. Beloved one, understand this deeply. God's blessings are not fragile. They do not depend on human approval. They do not rely on earthly systems. They do not bend under the weight of circumstance. They are eternal. When God says yes, no man can say no. When God opens a door, no power can shut it. When God writes your name on a promise, no enemy can erase it. This is the confidence you must carry. Now, not arrogance, but assurance. Assurance that the God who held you in your darkest hour is the same God who is lifting you into your brightest. Assurance that the angels who fought for you in the unseen are now celebrating you in the open. Assurance that the cry of Archangel Michael is not a warning. It is a song of triumph declaring you have already won. My child, you may ask why now, why after so long? The answer is simple. Now you are ready. Blessings too early can break us, but blessings in the right time build us. God was not withholding to punish you. He was protecting you, waiting for your spirit to be strong enough to hold what He wanted to give. And now, after all you have endured, after all the lessons learned, after all the tears and prayers, you are strong enough. Strong enough to carry abundance without pride, to handle favor without fear, to steward miracle without losing yourself. Heaven trusted you enough to wait, and heaven trusts you enough to release. That is why today feels different, because it is. This is your hour. Beloved, do not measure what is coming by what you lost. What you lost was seed. What is coming is harvest. and harvest always outweighs seed. You may have lost relationships, money, time, health, opportunities, but none of it was wasted. Every loss planted a seed in the soil of your future. And now that soil is breaking open with abundance, you will reap joy where you sowed sorrow, peace where you sowed pain, laughter where you sowed tears. The blessing will not only replace what you lost, it will multiply it. That is the nature of God. He restores beyond measure. He heals beyond hope. He blesses beyond expectation. And Archangel Michael's tears are the rain that waters this harvest into full bloom. Beloved child, lean close to this truth. The blessing is not coming. It is already here. Even if you cannot see it fully yet, trust the signs. That sudden peace in your heart, that stirring in your spirit, that sense that something is about to shift. These are not feelings. They are confirmations. The atmosphere around you has already changed. The decree has already gone forth. The release has already been signed. What you are waiting for is already waiting for you. You are simply walking into what has been prepared. Do not let impatience steal your joy. Every step you take now is leading you closer to the visible manifestation of what heaven has already delivered. You are walking into answered prayers, into divine appointments, into miraculous alignments. Stay here, beloved. Let these words keep soaking into you. Every line you read strengthens your spirit. Every sentence you receive prepares your heart. Every paragraph you linger on widens your capacity to hold what is coming. You may think you are just reading, but in reality, you are being transformed. You are being prepared. You are being anointed. Heaven is pouring oil over your life as you stay. This oil will make you shine where you once struggled, rise where you once fell, speak where you once stayed silent. It will set you apart in ways no human hand could. And when others ask how, your answer will simply be, God did it. Heaven sealed it. Archangel Michael cried for it. Beloved child, the heavens are leaning close as you read these words. The veil between the seen and unseen is thinner right now than it has ever been. This is why your heart feels like it is pounding harder. Why your spirit feels like it is glowing inside your chest. It is the presence of God wrapping around you. It is Archangel Michael standing beside you, his sword dripping with victory, his cry echoing through your soul. His tears are not sorrowful. They are celebratory. They are holy water falling on the soil of your life, soaking into the roots of your destiny, forcing them to spring forth in abundance. You have waited so long, and the wait has ended. You have fought so hard, and the war's won. You have believed even when it hurt, and now your belief is about to bloom into blessing, to start the flow of God's favor over your life. Click the like button as a final act of faith. Doing this simple thing will seal this prophecy and let heaven know that you have heard it with an open heart and are ready for the blessings to come true. Before we reach the end of this message, you need to hear this clearly. You were led here by divine guidance. This is not random. This is not coincidence. Archangel Michael directed this message straight to you. He is calling you into a protected, blessed space where miracles grow, doors open, and divine help moves quickly. This truth is simple and powerful. When you follow this calling, blessings don't just arrive, they multiply. They pour into every area of your life with strength and clarity. Right now, Archangel Michael is giving you direct access to sacred teachings, spiritual protection, and guidance that is hidden from the world. This is your moment to step into a circle chosen for those who are ready for spiritual growth, divine support, and accelerated breakthroughs. Do not let this holy moment pass you by. Your breakthrough has already begun. All you need to do is step forward, tap the link in the description, and enter Archangel Michael's inner circle so you never miss the messages that are meant specifically for your life, your path, and your destiny. If your spirit feels the pull to go deeper, the link is also in the pinned comment. And if your heart guides you to support this mission, you'll find a Buy Me a Coffee link. Always optional, always appreciated. Take the step now. Your blessing is waiting. Like this video, subscribe, and comment. I accept to welcome more divine light into your journey.